Good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to another exciting edition of Shadow of the Iron Throne. Because we apparently need to do sound effects every time I announce this game. The trumpets once again sound at King Robert's tournament, the Tournament of the Hand, announcing another joust to take place. Sir Hugh of the Vale, recently knighted, the former squire to Lord Aaron, is to face Sir Daesip, the Seaweed Knight. The family Daesip has caused quite a stir in the capital since their participation in the joust and the melee, causing the impromptu knighting via King Robert himself. The bookies are also all over Twitter. Immense sums of money appear to have been wagered on the Seaweed Knight. The bookmakers are slightly uncomfortable, as in the event that there was to be some semblance of victory for the Seaweed Knight, it would almost certainly clear the books. With this in mind, we shall join Sir Baranon as he makes his preparations. Anyone may feel free to show up to attempt to congratulate him, to wish him well, or to give him good favor, as I have to go and get a drink. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Baranon can be seen. He's currently just finished being armored. Quite a long and extended process, and can be seen for anybody walking in. He just almost as if dusting himself off, just dusts off the breastplate with one arm, almost as if he is checking it or inspecting it in some way.
Does the Baranon have a squire?
He doesn't know.
Well, he
Remember,
doesn't
my house is poor and
Lord Coldwell
almost
will send
unknown.
his own squire.
Oh, pardon?
Lord Coldwell will send his own squire to attend to Sir Baranon. It's Lord Baranon now.
I think it's still Sir Baranon.
Which one is it?
No, Ash hasn't stepped down yet. So still Sir Baranon.
So Sir Baranon, yes.
You will also be in a rather comfortable pavilion that bears the Daesip family house coat of arms, a gift from Lord Gallo.
So Daesip comfortable?
What was the gift?
It is a pavilion, a large, comfortable tent with your family coat of arms emblazoned on the outside.
That's very kind of them. In which case, Baranon for once feels quite, how to say, empowered. This only being mitigated by the fact that he understands that this is completely borrowed from somebody else.
Squire and all.
Squire and all.
It's like, it would be almost believable if it wasn't for the fact that the squire was running around with House Coldwind's sigil.
God damn it, breaking Baranon's immersion. He actually felt relevant for a few seconds.
Okay, they drew your sigil onto a piece of parchment and just hung it over him.
It's okay, you matter. Baranon's like, you tried.
It was also drawn by a 5-year-old.
But yes, Baranon.
My youngest son wants to feel useful.
Well, he's certainly done well by me.
At this point, I think Lord Coldwell is going to enter the tent.
Sir
Daesip?
Lord Coldwin, Sir Baranon just gives you a bow of respect. Good to see you. Your squire has been most helpful. I'm very grateful.
Glad to hear it. How are you feeling? Confident? Nervous?
Confident. It would be a strange turn of events if I were to lose to my current opposition, given that I just defeated Sir Lannister in the prior round, but that is precisely why I'm expecting such twists of fate.
Indeed, I don't believe we've witnessed Sir Hugh's prowess on the field, though I can't imagine it'd be anything that would outshine what you've managed to do.
If I've learned one thing over my long and rather odd life today, Sip, it's that we are the masters of fate, and the fate is not the master to us. Lord Gallo will duck under the tent with his sister on his arm. And Clarice on the other arm, because apparently he forms a human chain. Whee!
Fun fact, in the
That's
TV
amazing.
show, House Gallo played the chain which locked in Stannis' fleet.
Yes.
So Ashram will probably be behind.
It's a bit nippy.
Lords and ladies.
I think Alisane will curtsy to Lord Caldwin. My lord, sir, I do wish you luck in today's joust.
Indeed.
Lord Caldwin, good evening. And Sir Daysip.
If you win this little engagement, Sir Days, I think that you might bankrupt Littlefinger.
That would be quite the accomplishment.
Oh, who wouldn't, though?
Well, knowing Lord Littlefinger, he'll be able to just rub his fingers together and regain all that wealth, I'm sure. Wouldn't be the first time bankrupt.
Money, unfortunately, Lord Colton does not, in fact, despite what everyone would think, grow on trees. But I have faith in the Seaweed Knight's abilities. He will do well, Sir Baranon.
Well, I would absolutely hate to disappoint.
Indeed, it saddens me to have had to ask your brother to leave my manse, but thievery does not really befit a lord, does it?
I'm very much inclined to agree.
Seems you will have to disappoint the little finger at least.
Littlefinger is an expert at disappointing, I'm led to understand.
I feel like with Ashram being so unfamiliar, he probably thinks he's literally a Lord Littlefinger of Housefinger.
I've heard very much the same, brother. Tell me, Sir Daysip, has anyone offered their favor to you today?
I am bereaved to say that no, nobody has.
Ah,
you can have mine.
Would you do me the honor?
Lord Caldwin, that as sweet as that is, I think might mean a little more coming from one of the ladies.
What do you mean? I'm the fairest lady here.
Lord Caldwin, I am legitimately surprised that you did not offer your favor to Lord Loris. I'm led to understand he would greatly appreciate it.
He probably would.
I didn't catch that.
No, I'm fairly sure Renly's beaten me.
But yes, sorry, continue. We'll be serious then. Serious face.
Sir Daysip, would you do me the honor of wearing my favor on the field today?
How does Lord Gallo react to that?
His face is entirely impassive.
Excellent.
You can roll if you actually want to sense what he's feeling. There's a roll for that.
Yeah, what's the roll for that again? Is it awareness or?
It is.
Cunning?
It's one that has sense and motive. as a thing, I think it's called. As to the book.
I'm pretty sure I'm only getting 2 dice either way.
Oh, in that case, roll your dice.
Unless it's somehow thievery or marksmanship. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll the 2 dice. That's 2d6 It's just 2d6. I don't know,
If you're trying to work out how he's feeling, I believe that is awareness, empathy.
There you go.
I have 5, so probably not.
Yeah, you do not come anywhere close to his intrigue defense, which is like 19.
Never mind.
He is, yeah, he's pretty chill with this.
Okay.
She actually pulls a really rather nice linen, or no, not linen, but silk ribbon that bears her house colors, and she'll actually, if he will allow her to, she will wrap it around his wrist.
He will allow her to.
And she'll
My lords, my ladies, if you can please take your seats, the joust will begin shortly.
And Alicene will just smile at Sir Daesip, and she will just say good luck before retreating to her seat with her brother.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy.
Oh, I have no doubt that I will.
As you all follow, you'll see this man. He's kind of pacing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. He looks very nervous and very highly strung. You're almost sure he's talking to himself. Like he is very, very nervous.
It's almost as if she's going to fight someone who defeated Jamie Lannister.
No, there's definitely something more to his emotional state at the moment than just nerves as it pertains to joust.
Awareness
But,
plus notice?
awareness plus empathy.
Yeah. Sorry, empathy.
Yeah, you can roll awareness. Anyone who wants to can roll their awareness score plus their empathy score.
Would you roll for me, please?
Yes, how many dice do you have?
You've got my character sheet. Sorry. Nelson also has my character sheet.
You have. What are you doing, computer? Did you awareness? Is it awareness? Is 4. You have 4, and you have notice.
Oh wow! Considering that's not that bad.
That is not bad. However, okay, Lady Gallo does definitely notice it. Unfortunately, Lord Colin is one off to beat his intrigue defense.
Ah, god damn it!
46.
Clarice would
Ashimov?
wait on the others to leave before approaching Sir Daesip.
For the record, Ashram also notices. But yes, you may approach the Sir Daesip.
That is if he's still here.
He.
Chris.
Don't think he's there. Okay, continuing. Those of you who succeeded, he is very, very pensive. He is afraid, but it's not just the fear that a sportsman would fear before sport, if that makes sense. For Lord Colden, he just has pre-joust nerves.
Lady Alicene is going to bring her brother's attention to this. Very subtly, of course.
And yeah, Ashram does to Lady Drakemire.
Lady Drakemire's not there. She is still in the tent.
Yeah, she's
Oh, yeah,
still in
that's
the
right.
tent.
Yeah, so yeah, he notices. He's like,
With nerves like that, I imagine if he keeps going, his armor's going to end up rust red rather than shiny.
There is always that chance, of course. Oh no. He left.
Yep, there he went. He probably had to, switch computers if I had to venture a guess.
probably.
Hmm. But yeah, no, in that case, he just continues to walk.
Hmm.
Gallo doesn't appear to be very interested in it. As a matter of fact, you'd almost say that he's purposefully not looking at it.
Brother.
He continues to walk.
Where is Lord Gallo?
He's walking up into the stands.
His sister has saved a seat for him.
He will take his seat.
Hmm.
They sit relatively high up in the stands under an awning for important nobility. Lord Caldwin's right on the edge, like, I'm here too.
But yeah, Alisane will actually point that out.
At least I'm on the stands.
Did you see that?
Yes.
I wonder what has him so unnerved.
Hopefully it will affect his game.
I do believe it might. Do you know if his horse is male or female?
I don't.
I see. Okay. And Alisane will turn to somebody serving wine and ask for a glass. So, Lord Caldwin, I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
I don't believe we have, my lady.
I'm sorry. Where are you from?
I come from the Vale.
Oh, I see. And are you pledged to House Aaron, by chance?
I'm actually sworn to House Redfort.
Ah, okay. Wow. It is good to meet you all the same. Who do you think will win?
Well, I'm hoping Sir Baranon.
As am I. And she just smiles at her brother.
I've put an unhealthy amount of money into him.
As has my brother, I do believe. Where is Lady Drakemeyer? I thought she was supposed to be with us. Perhaps she's still in the tent wishing our good night luck. Maybe. Ashram, how are you? I haven't seen you in a little while.
Only a few days, but I'm
Only a few
well.
days. Good. We still need to go on that hunt, I do believe. I've been trying to put something together with Lord Uland, as I've heard that he is preparing a hunt. And perhaps you'd like to join me for that, with my brother's permission, of course.
If your brother will let it, I will be glad to. Though I am not nearly as good with a bow as I am with a spear.
Oh, well, you can hunt with a spear, the same as a bow.
You can, actually. That's how they hunt for boar.
Oh, I see. When you use a spear for distance, is it combat or marksmanship?
When you throw a spear?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think it's marksmanship.
Hmm.
Or it's athletics. It's one of the weird ones. But no, you actually hunt in real life. For the record, you hunt boar with a. Okay, so boar are really interesting because of how weak and weird their nervous system is. They can keep charging even after they've received fatal damage. So that's why a boar spear has a really large bladed top, but it also has two prongs that go outward, because the idea is the boar smashes into it. You hold the spear as it drives it into the boar's head, and you then hold them at a distance while they die.
Yeah, because boar are fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
And
You,
mean as fuck.
I was going to say, you live in the state of Hogzilla, don't you? That was a Florida thing, wasn't it?
Yes. I do live in the state of Hogzilla.
I didn't know. I didn't know you lived in Arkansas.
I thought Hogzilla was a Florida thing. Oh, it was.
I mean, you get razorbacks in Arkansas all the time.
You also get razorbacks in Florida.
Oh well, I didn't know that.
But anywho, so
But yes, Bishop.
Sir Baranon.
Baranon finally takes to the joust.
Hang on. You have a Clarice in the tent with you.
Oh.
Because she hung back after everyone departed.
Mm-hmm.
She would move over and undo the necklace around her neck. I just got this repaired after it was, well, crushed when your brother's chest plate was crushed. Try not to let the same happen to it.
I will do my utmost, Lady Drakemire.
And if he lets her, she would lean up and clasp it around his neck.
Evan, because I'm not particularly familiar with the custom or how it works in a setting, how unusual would it be to receive favor from two people?
You can only really publicly display one unless you really want to upset one or the other.
Okay. Well, I can keep the necklace in private, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be tucked into his breastplate anyway.
Okay.
All right, kids. So, with that in mind, Sir Baranon will take to the jousting field.
I think that's actually a good place for me to go, because it's late and I gotta go to sleep.
You are weak.
I know. Thank you for reminding me. Y'all have fun. I'll see you later.
Weak.
And once she does that, she would head back out into the stands and take her normal seat on the opposite side of Lord Gallo.
All right, so Sir Baranon, you proceed to your horse. You mount. Both of you salute at the opposite ends of the field. Sir Baranon, stand you ready.
I stand ready.
Sir Hugh, stand you ready. Sir Hugh gives his salute on the other side of the field. And then they charge. Okay, so we charge.
Okay. Alright, so it's you have to take the two stance things.
Yep, he is going to ride aggressively and high in the saddle.
Okay, I'm going to brace and go aggressively, and they'll cancel each other out.
Okay. And then you roll your fighting against each other.
Mm-hmm.
So
Fuck him up.
I intend to.
he gets a 19.
Okay. I got a 20.
All righty then. What is your combat defense?
What is combat defense again? It is
How
the shield
easy?
adds +2. Pardon?
What kind of shield do you use?
Standard, I think. Standard shield gives +2. I know that much.
Okay.
Then I have Blood of a Roy, which gives me another +2, which is 4. Then Awareness gives +2, which is 6. Then
You can also pop Anointed if you need to.
yeah, I'll pop Anointed. Now I'm trying to remember all the stats. Can someone get the sheet? Because unfortunately I'm on a laptop where I don't have my sheet.
It is your agility plus your athletics plus awareness.
Okay, so that's 10 +2 +2 -6 from the armor puts me at 8 +5 from Anointed gives me 13.
13 total.
Yeah.
Is that including the -6 from the armor?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, he hits with not a lot. He hits with 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. He hits with 1 degree of success. His armor defense is, however, only 5, so you hit him with 3 degrees of success.
Neat.
So now we have to make some rolls to stay on some horses.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get me the difficulties of those rolls, as if that would be all right by you?
Get the difficulties of the rolls? Yes, I am doing that.
Thank you.
I think it's also dependent on the degrees of success.
I'm fairly sure Sir Hugh has to make a heroic to stay on.
He got hit with 3 degrees of success. So yeah, is that a heroic to stay on?
Oh no, it is not. It is a hard, so 15. Whereas Sir Baranon, you just need to pass a challenging, which is 9.
I guess 17.
Comes straight off his horse. Literally, in the first pass, you knock him clean off.
Nice.
There is a showering of splinters. Then there's a scream from the audience. As you all look down, you see a crossbow bolt embedded in Sir Hugh's back, clean between the shoulders.
What the hell?
Everyone rises to their feet, and the crowd starts to devolve into panic. A couple of moments later, another crossbow bolt smashes into the back of his skull.
Okay, where's that coming from?
Yeah, let's get those awareness rolls.
Yeah, I was going to say, please everyone make me a perception awareness roll with specialty in notice. I'm going to roll this individual stealth roll, and we will see if you can catch them.
Oh, I'm very bad at this. I get a 6. Yay.
I too got a 6.
Boo. Boo. Boo, Evan. Boo.
You can't see the shooter at all. He is invisible. Swords are being drawn as you see, for example, Lord Gallows' bodyguard very calmly knocks Lord Gallo out of his chair, so he's kind of lying on the ground, but stands over him to basically take any fire, etc.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to immediately ride my horse round to the direction of where the bolts hit from, like their trajectory, because I can't spot the guy, but I know their general trajectory. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ride my horse round, and I'm basically going to use the horse and hold up my shield so there can be no more shots.
Lord Coldwin and Co. are going to all draw steel.
Yeah, and Ashram stands in front of Lady Drekmar.
you will see the King's Guard, led by Sir Barristan, will basically escort the king and the royal family back out through the entranceway into the grounds itself. Lord King Robert was not here this afternoon. However, several of the royal children were. His duty clear. He basically says, "No one here is to leave. There will be an investigation. Somebody get Sir Hugh off the ground for the love of the gods."
I'll actually get off my horse and get him off the fucking ground and start taking him immediately towards the triage.
As you come forward, he has been pierced cleanly through the back and through the back, through the back and through the throat. He is as dead as a doornail. These were clean, precise, professional shots.
Yeah. Regardless, I still have to hand him off to the Meisters. So Baranon basically doesn't really say anything. He notes this. And he'll actually explain this to the Meisters as he hands him over to them.
Baranon only has one marksmanship, doesn't he?
I'm terrible at marksmanship, yes. Which actually serves as a pretty good alibi. I couldn't make these shots.
I mean, you were fighting him.
I
That's
too
true.
am a shit marksman.
Make me a marksmanship test. I'm sorry.
God. Why?
I mean, Lady Drinkwire's not half bad.
Oh, wow. Okay, because this is not that difficult. You actually succeed. This was done by a Mirish crossbow, which is a very expensive professional weapon. And they're also quite rare.
Okay. I'll note that. I will. If any official figure comes up, I'm going to note that to them.
But, yes. Sir Hugh is dead. The first thing that Lord Gallo says when he stands to his feet is, "All bets must stand!" There was a huge...
I'm inclined to agree, but I don't know if I'm allowed.
There is a huge debate. At which point you see Littlefinger stand up. You see Lord Gallo's. There's going to be a bit of a riot, a little bit. You see Lord Gallo get really heated as he screams at him in the face. Littlefinger tries to placate him. At which point, Lord Gallo's bodyguard punches Littlefinger full in the face, and everything just dissolves into chaos.
Ashram, just make sure Lady Drakemar is safe.
Thank you for that.
Oh wait, no, your status. Ooh, that was lucky. I was calculating whether or not Lord Littlefinger could kill you or not.
But there was basic, yeah, because he's got like status 7, doesn't he?
Yep.
Aha, not today, Satan, and not when I demand your job, Satan. But needless to say, the entirety of the tourney ground breaks down into anarchy. You manage to move Sir Hugh's body into the triage tent. The Royal Guard, the Gold Cloaks do eventually come and break up the crowd because they are very, very, very disconcerted, shall we say. About 20 minutes or so later, you will see... Well, no, I have to get his picture. There we go. Yeah, this one is good. I love how it gets so warm at night. Like it's not that hot during the day, and then you sweat like a pig at night. I'm like, God.
Well, at least I won.
I was somewhat hoping during that. I was somewhat.
I was going to say the current.
Go on.
I was going to say, they're currently debating if you did, which is why Lord Gallo had little finger swung at. Just swinging at Littlefinger for the win. Sorry, you were going to say something there, Az. What were you going to say?
I was somewhat hoping I'd be able to roll my mad warfare dice to kind of control the crowd.
Sorry, it's not really a warfare role at that point. Like, you're dealing with a whole bunch of nobles and retinues, and you can't actually order several of them around. So
I know. I was talking about my knights. I wasn't just gonna be like sick him. But at least
you see this individual make his way onto the field. He had to show up sometime.
It's dark. Before he dies. Don't lose your head. I mean, what?
It's just Lord Coldwin. He's standing there trying to like maintain composure. If you're close to him, you just say, "That's Ned fucking Stark."
He has the hand of the king badge that glints in the light. At which point he says, "You off your horse." He points to Baronon.
I immediately get off my horse.
I was gonna say, I thought he was already off his horse.
No, I was on my horse. I was basically using my shield and horse as a barricade. Well, okay, Gallo's horse as a barricade, but still.
That's fine. You see him. He has a number of individuals who are dressed in very kind of dour northern styles and fashions with him. Who all have swords, but their swords are in their sheaths. And he kneels down over Sir Hugh and he says, "You're the Seaweed Knight." Well, that's what they call you. What's your actual name?
So Baronon Sir.
For the record, this is the King's Hand, which kind of makes him like the Prime Minister, so it'd be my lord at the end of that.
Yeah.
Or my lord.
My lord.
Right. All right. Sir Hugh the Vale. Sir Hugh. He looks up and he says, "Tell me what happened, boy."
To put in as few words as possible, I knocked the poor lad off his horse, at which point, when mere moments after he hit the ground, he was struck in the back of a crossbow bolt, and then a few seconds later was struck in the back of the head with another. Looks like a mirror's crossbow. Judging from the precision of the shots.
If anyone wishes to roll me, once again, that wonderful empathy roll on Ned, they most assuredly can. Due to his intrigue defense, it's fucking difficult.
I most probably won't.
I'm just going to roll, just because it'll be fun.
Yeah. 12.
I get 9. Which isn't enough, I think.
Nowhere near enough. His is just stupid.
Clarice got 15.
Nowhere near enough. His is in like the 20s, I think. Hang on. I'll get his actual stats up.
Damn.
Yeah, when you can add your status to these things, and when you've got like status 8 or 9, it just becomes silly.
Oh yeah, he's status 9.
He is.
Yeah, because he's hand of
the king.
Oh yeah.
Can you actually get that for me, as because my book is being weird. What is his canon intrigue defense in the companion guide?
I shall just be but a moment. gonna have to slightly change his status because I believe, according to the campaign guide, he's Warden of the North, not yet Hand of the King.
Oh, well, there you go.
I mean, he still is Warden of the North, but
King North. King North.
here we are, Eddard.
Good old Eddie.
He has Intrigue Defense 14.
Oh, wow. I thought it was much higher than that. Okay. In that case, Lady Dreadmire, you do know. Something about this has worried him. Not just the fact that there was a public death like this, but something about the fact it was Sir Hugh appears to have deeply shook him.
Is Lord Gallo still engaged with Lord Baelish?
Currently, they're having what I would refer to as the financier slap fight with one another.
Okay, she's going to kind of move over and gently take his arm.
I'll bring the city watch. I'll bring you your ass on a plate. Sorry, these are actual
Lord
words.
Gallo,
Yes.
may I have a word?
Yes. Kind of gives Littlefinger like the dirty like look. But he will walk with Lady Greatmire.
Something about these events has disturbed the Lord Hand beyond what seems normal. I'm not sure what it is, but something about this situation, he seems off.
Huh. But Gallo looks around, and for the record, what's going to happen now is Lord Eddard will declare that Baranon was indeed the legal winner of the joust, which means that all bets will have to be paid out.
Yeah, boy.
Littlefinger cries.
I think you just bankrupted Littlefinger.
Littlefinger cries ever so slightly in the corner because he might not be able to meet those bets. At which point, I believe the phrase "I will put you in some kind of meat grinder" was uttered by Lord Gala.
Ashram does take a look at Littlefinger when he hears that.
His nose is currently probably made of broken. Yes. So, however, we're going to end our scene there. Lord Hugh will have died under very mysterious circumstances. It is for you to determine the cause of these. So, in that case, I should say thank you, players, for playing. Thank you for watching. This has been another scene in Shadow of the Iron Throne.